Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Todd. This is Greenhorn Barbecue and Beer, and today we're going to show you how to make a really simple low-cost charcoal basket for your Yoder Wichita or any other offset smoker that you can think of. So stick around. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of this grate. We're actually not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to set it aside because it's still a great grate for hardwood. What I picked up at the local hardware store are these pre-packaged sheets of 12 by 24 sheets of expanded steel. It's not very thick. I think it's like 20 gauge. It's flexible, but for charcoal, it'll do. Right off the bat, it's a perfect width, 12 inches for getting in here. A couple of my concerns is that it's too long and the door won't close. So I've decided to cut it down to within the opening of this firebox here. The opening of the firebox is about 18.5 inches, so I'm going to allow myself extra room, and I'm going to go with 16 inches so that I can comfortably get it in and out of the firebox. And then the sides, I want to be below this cowboy grill support here. So as you can see, I'm probably going to need to stick to about 8 inches for the lip all the way around. So essentially I'm going to end up having a basket that's 16 by 12 by 8 inches high. So let's get over to my workbench and we'll get started. Okay, here we go. So here's some of the supplies you're going to need from the store. Pick yourself up some galvanized wire. I had some of this laying around. Honestly, I can't recall what gauge it is, but it's galvanized. The thicker the better, but that's what we're going to use to tie up the ends and put this thing all together. I do have a welder, but it's a little buried in my garage right now, and I don't feel like hauling it out. Of course, your expanded steel, and I bought several packages of this stuff, 1/2 inch openings by 12 by 24, so I got 3 sheets of it. Of course, you're going to need a tape measure, eye and hearing protection, cold beverage of your choice, and something to cut off the expanded steel to size, and some line pliers to twist that wire once you get it going. What we're going to do here is basically a tray of expanded steel. The sides are going to be 8 inches up, and the backs are going to be 8 inches. So essentially it's going to end up something like that. So at any rate, that's the plan. We're going to go ahead and mark down that 16 inches, which is going to be the length of our charcoal tray. Sorry, charcoal basket. And it just so happens that the leftover is about 8 inches. So I've already got a quarter of this thing built, if you think about it. So I'm going to flip this around. And there you go. And I've still preserved that 8 inches, more or less. I'm a little bit off, but that's okay. Okay, what I decided to do instead is I'm going to take another sheet and just Siamese it on the bottom, and I'm going to bend up this side and make the other side. And then I only have 2 pieces, and I don't think I'm not going to even have to do too many cuts. Let's get started on that. So let's get started on that. Again, I've already measured the 16 inches. Okay. I'm just going to line up the dots. I'm going to bend it over. Okay, make sure you're wearing some nice leather gloves. There we go. Okay. Let's see how we did here. Not bad. Okay, so what we got here is now a nice little Siamese charcoal basket. I think I'll probably put it like that. All right. So as you can see, with minimal amount of tools other than your hands, we've already got 3/4 of the basket done. And so far it's only cost about $20. What I'm going to be looking for is 16 inches. So I'm going to make my first reference mark right about there. My second reference mark right about there. Then I'm going to take my straight edge, draw a line, and that's where I'm going to make my cut. So to save time, I'm going to take the second piece of the expanded metal. I'll find that mark, which is right there. And I'm going to do a second mark right across. Okay, now what we've got here are two sides, and I'm going to bend this lengthwise so I can tuck it up under here and make more rigidity. So I'm going to take my measurement, just double check. It's still 8 inches, a little more than 8 inches. That's all right. I'm just going to go with 8 inches. It's going to be a little off. Measuring back, mark at 8 inches. 8 inches again. And that's where I'm going to be making the bend. I wish I had a metal brake, but I don't. But that's all right. I got my hands. Okay. Inches. There we go. There we go. Second one. Okay, there we go. We put the sides together like that. And the sides that we just bent. I'm just going to just lift it up, put it under each side. There you go. Instant charcoal basket. As you can see, hardly any tools were required. The lamination effect of the bottom with all these different layers is going to stiffen that up, so I don't even need additional support for this. And the extra length here would be a nice place to grab it when I'm putting it in and out. I'll probably put the charcoal up to about 7-inch point right here, and I'll use the minion method if I need to, but with a charcoal basket in an offset smoker like the Yoder Wichita, you can expect hours and hours of a reliable heat source, and I could just throw the wood chunks under the top of it to get that wood flavor and then keep on cooking. So I'm going to go ahead and bale this up with my baling wire, and we'll get right back to you. Okay, there we go. Perfectly good charcoal basket for under 30 or 40 bucks. I used some parts on hand, which was baling wire, cut-off wheel, grinder. Didn't have to buy those. All I had to buy really was the expanded steel, and if you have some of this lying around, you don't really need to buy that. I may wire up a few more spots, but the bottom is very stiff now. There's literally 4 layers of expanded steel here crisscrossed, so that lamination makes it very strong, and it's going to lay in there just fine. So let's go over and check it out. Alright, as you can see, this fits in here perfectly. It's actually quite strong. That lamination of the expanded steel really stiffened it up really well. I'm not sure if I'm even going to use any more baling wire on this. I got 2 points on each corner, and even if one gets loose, I'm going to see it and I can always fix it. So I think this turned out really good. Alright, so that end there is about 8 inches above the base of the charcoal basket. As you can see, it's not really that much higher than the entrance of the cook chamber, but I'm not going to load this basket completely full of charcoal. Instead, I'll probably go up maybe halfway to 3/4 of the way, probably up to about here. And at the beginning of cook, I'm going to use wood chunks for the flavor, but really it's all about charcoal. And with the gauge of this expanded steel, 1/2 inch, it's going to hold that charcoal a lot longer than that coarse grate that the Yoder came with. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this tutorial how you can make your own charcoal basket for your offset smoker. There's no plans available. I basically made this up as I went along, but as you can see, it's not that hard to do. It might even be free if you have the right kind of resources. So give yourself an afternoon, make yourself an almost free charcoal basket, and enjoy a different method of cooking on your offset smoker. Okay, once again, please subscribe if you like this video, hit the bell, and we're going to be doing a test cook on this in a future episode to show you what it's like cooking on the Yoder with a charcoal basket. Hope you stick around, and we'll see you soon.